Hi, I'm Randy Altman with postPerspective. It's NAB 2017, and this is Emery Wells from Frame.io. And these guys just announced about a week ago a major update of their collaboration tool. So why don't you talk about what's new and what has changed from the last iteration?
Sure. So first, for anyone that's not familiar, Frame.io is a video review and collaboration platform. We launched 2 years ago, and just before NAB, we now launched Frame.io 2. So Frame.io 2 is our biggest update yet, has over 100 new features and improvements. We took everything that we've learned about how our customers are working over the past 2 years, and we delivered all their most requested features. So one of the biggest headline features of 2.0 is our all new review pages. So Frame.io has always been really good for working with an internal team, your internal team members, either at a post-production company or an advertising agency, wherever you work. But customers were asking for a way to make it easier to work with external clients.
Okay.
So we introduced review pages, which allow you to select any collection of assets within a project, generate a link that your clients can start watching, leaving comments, using annotations without requiring a login.
Okay, they could just do it from any sort of web browser?
Web browser. Well, for clients' purposes, yes, it would be the web browser. We have 5 different applications, but for clients, it would be the web browser.
Okay, great. So what other tools are sort of an important part of the new version?
So we're introducing new workflow enhancements with Final Cut Pro and Avid Media Composer. So we've had integrations with Final Cut Pro and Premiere and After Effects. Now we're taking the Final Cut integration to the next level, so we allow you to download comments from Frame.io and import them into Final Cut, which is really cool. It comes in with your markers, your annotations, all of that comes right into the timeline, and with Media Composer as well.
And you guys have had some pretty high-profile investors, but how has that helped you? Has that cash infusion? How has that helped you sort of develop the product a bit more? And what's next?
Well, they've given us money, which means that we can hire people and do stuff. It is cool. We've had some really cool investors. We're backed by some of the largest Silicon Valley investors that are the primary investors of Facebook and Dropbox and Slack and things like that. And when you get investment from those people, you're really plugged into a whole ecosystem of amazing people, and that's been one of the coolest parts of this whole process for me. And then we have some investors, celebrity investors like Jared Leto and Kevin Spacey. So Jared's a lot of fun to work with. He emails me all the time. He's a filmmaker. He makes a lot of stuff. He gives me a lot of feature requests, and he helps spread the news when we have new releases. So when Jared retweets Frame.io 2, it gets quite a few retweets.
Well, what's cool about your company is that you were user first.
Yeah.
So you sort of built a tool based on your needs.
Yeah, we go back a long time. You used to interview me about the post-production work that my company was doing with Saturday Night Live and things like that. So I've been a filmmaker and post-production guy my whole life, and we started building Frame.io as an internal tool for ourselves, just to solve our own problems. So we approach it very much from the user perspective, and we're not just building stuff that we think people want. We're building stuff that we know they need because we are them. And I think that's one of the things that's really resonated with our users, and why we've spread so quickly is people say like, oh, these guys, they get it. They're not just like I think when you look at some of the other solutions that have existed, it's been from companies that have kind of had a tangential relationship with post-production and software engineering. They're like, oh, I see an opportunity here to make something better. But we're approaching it from like the really deep expertise level. Our team, myself and Jason and Josh Diamond, I mean, we've done this our whole lives.
Right.
And we're taking everything that we know about the challenges of post-production and putting it into this product.
Okay. So what can people, users, expect next? Will there be just updates coming on a regular basis?
Yeah, two got a little bit too big. We kept adding more things to it, and we're like, oh man, we need to call this 2.0 because it's so big. And it took a little bit longer than we would have liked to get it out. So we're going to do more regular updates. We're here at the show previewing our 360 VR player and 360 VR tools, so that'll be launching relatively soon. And we're also about to launch our Frame.io Enterprise product. So we have 300,000 people all over the world that are using Frame.io. A lot of them are individuals and small teams, but we also have customers that are large global broadcasters and organizations that have a few thousand users on Frame.io within one organization. They've been using our they've been in the private beta of our enterprise product, which is just about to get launched.
Very cool. Emery, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. We all know NAB is crazy, but
yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thank you
It's
so
good
much.
to see you again.
You too.
Yeah.